everyone, welcome back to LMC Varsity Sports. It's finally time for the championship game of the 2016 Tiger Tournament. The Mamaroneck Tigers and the Rye Garnets getting set to do battle. Rob Moretti here alongside Steve Anastas. And Steve, Mamaroneck kind of coasted last night in their win against Rye Neck. The competition's going to be a lot tougher tonight.
Definitely. Rye really put it on. Alexander Hamilton coasted to a victory of their own. And frankly, Mamaroneck was nip and tuck for a little while there in the first half and into the third quarter. Their three-point shooting and defensive prowess is what put them over the top and really gave them that margin that made it comfortable. Going to be a fantastic game tonight.
You look at Mamaroneck, you look at Miles Houghton, 20 points last night to lead the way. How much is Mamaroneck going to have to rely on him, and how much are their secondary players going to have to step up?
Well, we were discussing that a little in our production meeting about how they don't really have that secondary player. They have a lot of tertiary players, and their depth is fantastic. When they have to go to their bench, they really don't lose too much. They've got outside shooting, they've got defense, and because of that depth, they're not going to get too tired. Coach Carver can really shuttle in the players in and out, keep that energy level up. We'll see how they deal with Rye's height. Kirby has a lot of height, and we'll see how they deal with that.
Should be a great match. Mamaroneck has not won this tournament, their home tournament, since 2012. So they're looking to get it done this year. The opening festivities and the opening tip-off are next on LMC Varsity Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, time now to introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Garnets of Rye High School, a 6-foot junior guard, number 11, Michael Carty. A 6-foot junior guard, number 21, Brett Egan. A 5'11 junior guard, number 23, Charlie Nagel. A 6'4 senior forward, number 32, George Kirby. And a 6'5 senior center, number 52, Mark Krogan. The assistant coaches, Mr. Mark Tyrone, Mr. Doug Tuttle, and the Garnets head coach, Mr. John Aquilon. Now let's meet the starters for the Mamaroneck Tigers. A 6-foot senior guard, number 3, Miles Houghton. A 5'7 sophomore guard, number 12, Isaiah Thomas. 5'10 senior guard, number 20, Emerson Genovese. A 6'1 senior forward, number 32, Julian Coelho. A 6'4 junior forward, number 50, Henry Bruce. The assistant coaches, Mr. Dave Friedman, Mr. Dave Boykett, Mr. Matt Alonge, Mr. Robert Cruz, Mr. Greg Cuddy, Mr. Trevor Penny, and the head coach of the Tigers, Mr. Tyrone Carver, Jr. Tonight's officials, Mr. Howie Green, Mr. Frank Chip Mazuka.
Just about set for tip-off. You have the starters. It's Bruce and Krogan at half court for the tip-off. Championship game 2016. Mamaroneck Tiger Tournament. Tip-off won by Mamaroneck.
Would have been an interesting off-the-ball foul there on Genovese right there. A little bump on Nagel.
Genovese turns and shoots. 2-0 Mamaroneck.
Emerson Genovese.
Genovese has really improved his shooting stroke this year, Rob. He looks very clean, very nice mechanics.
Carty unloads to Krogan. This is Nagel. Back to Carty, under 20 to shoot. Kirby Tigers open look three for Egan is no good. And that is a backcourt violation on Michael Carty, Tigers ball.
So I think that was Krogan that knocked it out past half court, Rob. A lot of height on this Rye team. See how the Tigers are able to deal with it. Rye set up in a zone here.
Puelo up top. Isaiah Thomas. 15 to shoot. That's Miles Houghton, who 24 hours ago threw down a dunk. Now he nails a three, and it's 5-0.
Three-point basket number 3, Miles Houghton.
I was just about to point out, Rob, that the best way to beat a zone is to shoot over the top of it, and right off the bat, a nice stroke from Miles Houghton.
Egan puts one up, rims out. Ball loose, picked up by Puelo. Houghton pulls up, jump shot, no good. Out of bounds off Rye.
Have to assume that Houghton has the green light pretty much anywhere on the court tonight, especially in a temperature check situation to start the game off. See how hot he can get and see how much offensive firepower he can provide for the Tigers, give him a little bit of a cushion.
Puelo puts one up, just a bit short. Rye tries to push the action, but the pass too far in front of Charlie Nagel, and the Tigers will take back over.
Smart idea trying to get the ball up in Nagel in the open court, but just a little bit too far out in front. That left-handed, one-handed pass, not going to be as accurate.
Genovese and Bruce play catch. Houghton puts up another three. I'd say he's on fire.
I think that temperature check is officially completed. And he is hot.
6 the Tigers, 8 points so far. This is Krogan. Back to Carty. Egan. George Kirby. All-state baseball pitcher for the Rye team. Krogan, some pressure, able to put it back out to Nagel. Puts up a three short. And Puelo there to corral it.
Nagel is their sharpshooter, but you wouldn't know it from that shot.
That looked like a lot of steps, and it was.
Yeah. One of the other advantages, Rob, of having, well, we'll get to it after the break.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. I suppose we can take this time to discuss the fact that one of the major advantages of the depth that we talked about in the pregame is the fact that they have as many bodies as they need in order to play man-to-man defense. The moment Carver sees a player gassed or huffing it, he'll take him right out and get a fresh body in there to stay on these shooters and on these players, body them up, play physical, get out in front of the picks and any sort of plays that Rye tries to execute.
We'll see if they make any change out of this timeout. It looks like they won't. And why not? 8-0 with the starting five out there. Should point out the records too. Rye is 8-2, Mamaroneck 5-7. So win over Rye tonight to win their own tournament could really set Mamaroneck off in the second half of their schedule. This is George Kirby. Some perimeter passing. Carty. Back to Nagel. Back out to the perimeter, 10 to shoot. Carty puts up a three, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. Houghton able to corral it, but only able to tip it, and it's out of bounds and go back to Rye.
You can see the vertical leap in last night's game and in that play right there. Miles Houghton skying high for those rebounds.
No doubt of skill. It also comes in handy when he plays second base for the baseball team.
Definitely.
Kirby, long three, rims out. Genovese pushes for Mamaroneck. Genovese drives, puts it up. Hit the back iron, no good.
Bruce found himself a little too far under the rim there to be able to box out and get that rebound.
Nagel, long three, just missed. Rye shooter's cold to start this game.
I'd say just missed is a little generous there, Rob. He just caught a bit of the rim, really, is what happened.
Houghton drives in, dishes, ball loose. Picked up by Bruce, couldn't get it to go. Liam Ossenfork getting ready to check in. That would be the first Tigers sub. Meanwhile, in and out, finally tipped back in by Krogan.
Krogan had the block on that backside over there on Bruce.
Miles Houghton with it. Puts up another three. This one's short. Gets the rebound. Fresh shot clock for the Tigers. Houghton blocked, but a foul.
I think he was fouled about 3 times there on that offensive rebound, and then before the shot, and then on the shot. But this one being the most beneficial, I think Mamaroneck fans will take this one. 2 shots at the line.
Chance to get that 8-point lead back. First one good. Austin Ford, also Tommy Martin checking in. Henry Bruce, Emerson, Genovese. First Tigers off. Houghton 2 for 2.
The freshman phenom, number 21, Tommy Martin, played really well against Rhinebeck.
Rye just 2 points through the game's first 4.5 minutes.
Especially good on the defensive side, Martin.
Long arms. That one knocked away. It'll stay a Rye ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Pressure, my damn pressure.
Foul. Like that'll be against Tommy Martin.
Number 21, Tommy Martin.
Nagel hit the floor.
Another advantage of that depth is you don't really have to worry about foul trouble except being in the bonus. As far as individuals in foul trouble, you got plenty of bodies to replace them. You can play as physical as you want.
Trying to put up an alley-oop. Krogan catches, dishes into the net, and it's 10-4.
We saw them attempt that play against Alexander Hamilton last night. They were unsuccessful then. Krogan able to bring the ball down and then put it back up for the 2 points.
Houghton baseline drive tipped away. Taken by Carty, who was fouled before the pass. So it's a foul on the floor. All 4 of Rye's points from in the paint, and for a team that's known for its shooting, that's not exactly the way they drew it up.
Rye ball underneath.
No, they do have the height, so they may try and change on the fly and play an inside game.
Kirby puts up a 3, and that's more what we're used to seeing.
And again, they may take their 6'4" forward and bring him outside for the 3-pointer.
That's a 3-point game. Thomas tries to pass to Ossenfort. Back the other way. High pass reeled in by Kirby. And Kirby called for steps.
It might be nothing, Rob, but I am seeing Kirby limping with that knee brace on his left knee. Usually you see that when they're not actually playing, when they're just sort of walking. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see if he's all right.
This is Tommy Martin out to Ossenfort. His first 2 of the night. James Manetta also checked in on that last possession for Isaiah Thomas. This is Nagel. Finds some space, puts it up. No good. Rebound by Martin. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Houghton with the adjustment and puts it back in on his own.
Mamaroneck leads 14-7.
10 points for Miles Houghton in the first quarter.
James Mineta had a really solid game last night against Mamaroneck. Rob, we'll see how he plays against this tougher competition.
Another pass inside. Krogan got fouled on the way up, so he'll shoot 2.
Mamaroneck foul number 1, James Mineta.
Charged that one to Mineta.
Mark Krogan.
Definitely a size disadvantage there.
Without a doubt. 6'5" against
5'9". Krogan over for Ben.
Sachin Nambiar for Mamaroneck and for Ryan.
Sachin Nambiar checks in.
Sandberg.
Julian Puelo will take a spot on the bench, sip of water. Krogan's second free throw is in and out. Rebound by Nambiar. Final minute, first quarter. Martin. Mineta back to Martin. Mineta to Nambiar. Pulled it back, puts up the jumper for 2, no good. Rebound by Krogan. Max Sandberg, who just checked in for Rye. Stuffed. The Rye gets it back. A 2.5 differential shot to game clock. Kirby drove in, pulled up, puts it in for 2.
George Kirby.
The final 13 seconds of the quarter. Mineta stripped, gets it back, gets it to Ossenfort, too strong. Egan with the rebound, they push it up quickly. Kirby can't get it to fall before the buzzer.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That's got to be frustrating.
With the score,
I gotta tell you, they had better find their shooting stroke or they're going to be in trouble against this Mamaroneck team. However, they are only down by 5 at the end of first quarter.
Mamaroneck started on an 8-0 run. It's now 14-9 after 8 minutes of play. Second quarter action coming up next on LMC-TV.
Moving the ball around pretty well here to start the second quarter. They got a 3-pointer in the corner, and the shot is still off for the Garnets.
And they're getting the looks, they're just not hitting the shots. That's going to change at some point, you'd expect.
Right, so Mamaroneck better take advantage, and turnovers are not going to help. Good job by Martin to keep that alive. Mineta with the ball out on top. He looks for someone to pass it to. He's getting hounded by Nagel. Brings it further out towards the mid-court line. Tommy Martin with the shot and the score. Nice running jumper from Tommy Martin.
Yeah, good job to hang up there, kind of hanging in midair, waiting for the right spot to shoot that ball. Obviously picked the right spot in the jump.
You know, I'm noticing that Nagel and Carty have not come out of the game yet. They played what I believe was the entire first quarter, and here they are in the beginning of the second quarter. Miles Houghton almost initiated some contact there. Lucky he didn't get the offensive foul. Dane Monahan with the dribble drive and kicks it out. Now Nagel has it out on the left wing. Krogan had it. Oh, Coach Carver looking for a double dribble there. Did not get the call. And it's back to Carty. Carty to Krogan. He goes inside, double clutch, and lays it in. 16-11 Tigers.
Krogan now 6 points underneath.
That size is going to be tough for the Tigers to deal with. Nice running
James Mineta.
shot by James Mineta. Beautiful runner off the glass and in. Carty sends it over to Krogan. And Nagel drives now, kicks it to the corner. Sandberg with the 3-point shot brings it to a 4-point deficit for Rye.
See if that could get Rye. See if they can get Rye started.
Yeah. Beautiful ankle breaker there from James Mineta. Sends Nagel almost to the floor completely. Now it's Houghton, solo up top. Sends it over to Mineta, down to Sasha Nambiar. Thinks about the 3-pointer and then pulls it up, gets it over to Mineta. Will he shoot? No. Ooh, almost has a Cardi. Now to Martin. Martin pump fakes and throws it out of bounds. I think Houghton was expecting Martin to shoot that ball. He's gesturing to him. A little frustrated with the freshman there, and the freshman will take a seat.
And it was a good move to fake out the defense. The problem was he faked out the offense, too.
Exactly. I have to imagine that was a sort of a designed, broken play. Coach Carver. Double foul. Physical play down low between Pinzone and Krogan. That definitely benefits Mamaroneck. Any foul trouble they can get him in is good for the Tigers because he also, I don't believe, has come out of the game. Oh, Genovese almost comes away with the steal there. Kirby thinks about the three-pointer for a second and then looks for the cutting Monahan inside. Unsuccessful on that pass. Deflects off Monahan's hands and out of bounds.
It might sound like the wrong season, but he couldn't handle the Kirby fastball.
Right. Well said. Oh, too bad. Greenberg was not expecting that deflection. Goaltending by Miles Houghton. That was just irresistible. Ball was definitely on its way down, but he skied up high and sent that away.
The worst part was I'm not sure that was going in.
Right.
Would have maybe liked to have seen Eric Greenberg, who just checked in, take a charge there.
Right, definitely. Houghton putting the moves on the three-pointer. No good. Rebound opportunity brought in by Sasha Nambiar. Good job, and another double foul. Oh, this time it's Pinzone and Brett Egan. So that puts Pinzone in a little bit of foul trouble. 2 quick fouls on Christian Pinzone.
Don't usually see that many double fouls called in succession like that.
No, I think he's trying to rein in the physical play of Pinzone. Now Kirby giving a little bit of physicality to Pinzone, maybe trying to draw another foul. 3-point shot. Oh, almost off glass. A little wild there from Houghton. And Cardi brings it into the front court. Genovese trying to hound him. Krogan with the ball on the wing. And I believe, oh, that's a foul on the ground. I thought maybe they would have called him for steps there, Rob.
Yeah, that was a close call. Almost could have gotten him for a shooting foul, too.
So Pinzone picks up his 3rd foul in about 5 seconds.
That is not a good thing from Mamaroneck.
No, because now they're 1 foul away from the bonus with 4 minutes left in the first half. But again, that depth plays a part here. They have several bigs that can play. Kirby with the 3-point shot, just a little long. Rebound brought in again by Nambiar. Checking into the game is Will Tuck. He has the ball. Oh, he looks for a cutting Pinzone. Oh, Pinzone's still in the game with 3 fouls.
Take him to the limit, why not?
There he is, Brett Egan finally draining the 3, and Rye has taken the lead with 28 in the first half.
Well, I told you they were going to heat up at some point from beyond the arc. It looks like it's starting to happen right now.
We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. So that last 3-pointer was by Nagel, not Egan. My apologies. Good attempt there by Greenberg. He lost the handle on it. Here comes Nagel. Too strong with that one.
Nagel was flying down the court there.
3-point attempt by Nambiar, a little short, skying for the rebounds, Emerson Genovese. 3-point attempt by Tuck, a little long, hits the top of the basket or the pipe or shot clock.
I think it hit just the bottom of the clock.
Right. And that is ruled out of bounds.
Back in the game, replacing.
So Miles Houghton gets a quick breather and he's back in the game already. Nagel tries to send it up for Krogan, and very easily laid in. 3-point lead, and Carver wants to talk it over. So this is going to be a full timeout. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. We're back. It's 21-18. Rye with the lead with 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Talking Houghton with Genovese. And Nambiar and Bruce in the front court. Rye applying some harsh pressure to Genovese and called for the foul.
A very physical double team there, and I definitely heard some skin-to-skin contact.
Yes, definitely.
There.
We have a bunch of Rye parents sitting right in front of our broadcast booth, but we definitely were able to hear. They were complaining about the call, but they had to hear that skin slapping as well. Uh-oh. Nice job by Houghton getting that ball. Good pass into Bruce. Bruce steps, power dribble, lays it up, no good. Nambiar, power dribble, blocked. Bruce with the ball. Nambiar with the ball on the ground. Jump ball, possession arrow to Mamaroneck. Good hustle basketball by Mamaroneck. Those are tough shots, trying to power dribble their way up into a lay-in off the glass.
And Sakshan Nambiar has been playing out of his mind underneath the basket.
Exactly what the Tigers needed was that kind of inside force against these trees on Rye's team.
Need to check something at the score table.
Kirby and Krogan are 6'4" and 6'5" respectively. 3-point attempt, a little long by Houghton. They better get back. Oh, Kirby almost had an opportunity to pass a little off the line. 3-point attempt, no good by Egan, and Houghton brings it into the front court. Genovese has a little trouble with that. Thinks about the three-pointer, drives, running shot, no good. Grabbed by Bruce. Bruce goes back up, strong, unable to convert. Rye slows it down as we are under 2 minutes in the first half.
I'd like to see Mamaroneck maybe slow it down a bit too when they're on offense. They've been playing in a frenzy, and they're just losing their composure a little bit as far as what they're trying to accomplish.
Fantastic point, Rob. They are not executing at that pace, so maybe they need to switch it up a little. Foul and a shot for Rye. That was Krogan on the shot, pass from Kirby. And now Mamaroneck, or Rye rather, is in the bonus as Mamaroneck has 7 fouls. So that could be problems with the last 87 seconds of the first half.
For the hand, replacing George Kirby.
Yeah, I have to feel that Kirby definitely has something going on with that knee. They keep subbing out any chance they can to get him some rest.
You might see him sit the rest of this half.
Exactly.
About Mark Krogan, 10 points in the first half. Definitely helping his team and might be making his way onto the all-tournament team.
I would say so. Isaiah Thomas checks back into the game. Almost loses that one. Drives baseline, lefty shot. Toilet bowls its way into the basket. Beautiful lefty shot from Isaiah Thomas.
Big points from Mamaroneck too. Get this deficit back down to 3.
We have reached the 1 minute mark. Cardi has the ball up top, gets it over to Nagel. Nagel thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. Egan sends it over to Cardi, back over to Nagel. And it looks like Rye is now, or Mamaroneck is now employing his own. Pro three-pointer, no good. As the shot clock goes off, but Rye gets the rebound, and that three-pointer is way off the line. However, Krogan was fouled underneath, so he will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1.
First on Houghton, 8 on the team.
Mamaroneck might be in foul trouble, but they did just get a little bit of good news. That was only the first personal foul on Miles Houghton.
Right.
That's the one guy that they can't replace if he gets in foul trouble.
And I would say that that's, Coach Carver thinks of everything. He's a very detail-oriented, organized coach. Oh, another rebound by Rye. A 3-point attempt is good. by Nagel. You do not want loose balls falling into the hands of Charlie Nagel. He will make you pay. So as I was going to say, I'm sure he has instructed everyone to be three-point attempt right back at you. Miles Houghton, three-pointer, keeps it at a three-point lead. Kirby with the three-pointer. Sorry, Nagel with another three-pointer at the buzzer to push it back to a 6-point lead.
And not to mention, too, Kirby thought he was fouled there, too.
He did go to the ground. I didn't see the finish of that play. I was watching the ball go through the hoop. He has a beautiful shooting stroke. So to finish the point, and then we'll cut to the halftime break, I have to imagine that Coach Carver's instructions to the team is for everyone to play super physical, aggressive defense and go after loose balls. Miles Houghton, though, try to stay out of foul trouble. We need you on the court. So, 29-23, 6-point deficit for the Mamaroneck Tigers. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. So we're here back at the beginning of the third quarter. We were discussing during halftime how the Mamaroneck Tigers need to find some more scoring besides Miles Houghton.
Yeah, Miles has 13, but 5 other Tigers with 2. That's not going to cut it. You're going to need another scoring threat on the floor.
Genovese with the ball, gets it over to Houghton. Houghton considers passing and then drains the three. So we start the second half just like we started the first half. Scoring from Houghton. Just sort of threw himself into Genovese and Houghton.
It worked.
Call on Genovese. Well, Genovese, to be truthful, Genovese was moving. And so if you're moving and you make contact with the offensive player, it is a foul. Unless, of course, you're moving directly backwards. And Genovese was moving side to side. Nagel drains the first one, extending it back to a 4-point lead, 30-26. So yes, 2 points is the next highest score for the Tigers. Houghton had 10 in the first quarter and only that 3 right before the end of the half. So they really struggled to score in the second quarter.
The second quarter was not what they wanted.
Good job by Thomas keeping the handle of that ball. Goes around to Genovese, now to Houghton. Houghton rises up, the foul, and the shot. Beautiful job of pausing in midair, absorbing the contact, and putting it off the glass and in.
It's working for now, but eventually he's going to draw a lot more attention from the Ride defenders. Someone else will have to step up if Mamaroneck wants to win this game.
We'll see if Coach Aguilar employs a box and one or some more double teaming of Houghton as he drains the free throw to convert the traditional three-point play. Good steal by the Tigers. Thomas with the baby jump shot. Rolls off the rim, off the backboard, off the rim and in. 2-point game and another, near turnover. And a blown layup by Rise, Brett Egan. And Houghton is hurt. He is down on the ground.
He went down immediately after actually collision with a teammate. It looked like a football play.
He collided with Bruce trying to steal that ball. He's up on his feet and okay. A little gimpy, but he seems okay and will stay in the game. I'm not sure if Coach Carver was just telling Henry Bruce to be a little more careful or don't damage the goods. We'll
Maybe a little bit of both.
Right, but it is a tie game on Thomas's baby jump shot. 31-31 with 7:04 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. So we're back, and Julian Puelo inbounds the ball to Isaiah Thomas, who brings it into the front court. Gets it over to Tommy Martin. Martin back over to Thomas.
Miles Houghton is on the bench, but he's ready to check back in, so a quick breather after that collision.
Genovese goes all the way around, and the ball is blocked by Kirby. Nagel coming the other way, leaves it for Carty, who is fouled and will be at the line for 2.
Number 12, Isaiah Thomas.
Remember that play? Henry Bruce almost got a piece of Charlie Nagel with a wild arm. Lucky there was no contact there. Could have been an extra flagrant or technical.
Right. Carty sinks the first one to regain a lead, 32-31. And as you said, Rob, Miles Houghton, after that quick breather, is back in the game. And the second free throw is good. So back to a 2-point lead. Play low to Thomas. Thomas into the front court. Over to Genovese. He's double teamed. Breaks out of it. And it is a box and one. They get it to Bruce. Bruce looks for a power move. Blocked and no good. Nice job by Miles Houghton to track it down. Oh! And a foul on Emerson. Genovese setting the pick.
That was definitely a moving pick. His feet were still moving when contact was made.
Well, it actually, Rob, to be specific, it wasn't that he was moving. He backed off it. That's what the movement was. It's that he set the pick with his shoulder. And that well-defined physique of Emerson Genovese, that shoulder can really do some damage on the pick set. So Rye will get the ball back. And a little bit of energy now in the Mamaroneck student section. Kirby with the ball on the left wing, gets it over to Nagel. Nagel dribbles to the baseline, is hounded by Thomas. Now Carty gets it over to Egan. Egan into Coughlin. Oh, and he's fouled hard by Bruce. A lot of physicality here and a little bit of chippiness.
I think that was a good foul there from Bruce. He had no positioning on Krogan whatsoever. They moved an easy bucket for the leading scorer for Rye, so might as well take the foul there. It's only his first personal.
Krogan will be at the line for 2. I agree it was a smart foul not to give up that easy basket. He definitely had a straight line to the hoop. And Bruce able to effectively foul him, keep him from scoring, and sort of send a little bit of a message there. And Krogan has been weak from the line in this game, so good strategy pays off. It remains a 2-point game. He sinks the second one, extending it to a 3-point lead for the Garnets. Houghton with a little bit of fancy dribbling, pulls up, a little short. Oh, good job by Mamaroneck to get control of that ball. Genovese considers the three-pointer. Instead, with the runner off the glass and in. Beautiful shot from Emerson Genovese to pull it back to a 1-point game.
Thomas hit the floor. Tigers want an offensive foul, didn't get one.
Long three-pointer from George Kirby. And the back-and-forth affair continues as we approach 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
That was a long three.
In and out for Genovese, rattles out. And Kirby brings it back into the front court for Rye. Gets it over to Carty. Carty drives baseline, dishes it off for Krogan. He can't handle it, and Genovese speeds the other way. The speed effective by Emerson Genovese, and he lays it in again.
Kind of a football move from Genovese there, weaving through the defenders.
Nagel way too strong with that one. Oh, Houghton thought he had a clear path and right into the waiting arms of Brett Egan. Three-pointer from Kirby. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And it's back to a 5-point lead. And Coach Carver has something to say to the referees. He is not happy at all about the lack of calls. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports. So, well, we of why Coach Carver has so many assistant coaches. It's so he can spend the entire timeout working the referees, trying to get the calls that he's looking for, because he is obviously extremely irritated at the lack of calls and the physicality that's resulting.
Absolutely. It's the saying during the break, too, it's hard to believe we're only 3.5 minutes into this third quarter. There's been end-to-end action nonstop.
Hawden drives baseline, and he is fouled by Brett Egan. That's Egan's second. Only the third foul for the team.
Third on the team.
Miles Hawden will take it out on the baseline. Shot there. Good. Beautiful three-pointer from Julian Puelo.
Huge basket there, 2-point game now.
Henry Bruce pounding Krogan. And now Kirby gets it up to Carty. Kirby, Carty. Oh, beautiful job by Emerson. Genovese speeds the other way. No foul called. And he is furious that there was no call on that. Nagel gets the ball to Kirby. Pass inside to Krogan. Krogan looks to do something. That is definitely 3 seconds, but they called the travel instead. We'll take that just as well. Mamaroneck ball, 2-point game, 3:27 remaining in the third.
And if you're a Mamaroneck here, you want to recognize that they're not making a ton of foul calls, but don't get too physical to the point where you make them have to make a call.
Right. Isaiah Thomas drives to the free throw line, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound, passes to Puelo, three-pointer is good, and Mamaroneck has retaken the lead, 41-40.
And Mamaroneck takes the lead in the third quarter.
Genovese is pumped up, calling for the students and his teammates to get some energy. Oh, and Krogan with a beautiful lay-in off the broken play. The pressure is intense by Mamaroneck, but Rye is handling it.
His gym is charged right now.
Hawden gets it to Thomas. Thomas with the three, drains it.
Basket on the ball, Isaiah Thomas.
44-42, Mamaroneck. Carty brings the ball into the front court. He is harassed by Thomas. Gets it to Krogan. Oh, almost taken away by Hawden. And Krogan lays it in again. Tie game. And Mamaroneck calls a timeout.
3 threes on Mamaroneck in the last minute. And for Rye, how do you defend that?
There's not much you can do, especially one thing that they should have done was get that rebound. I mean, Isaiah Thomas shot that ball, was on the ground, and they all just took off into the front court thinking it was a fast break, and then he got it back and then got it to Puelo for the three-point shot.
Yeah, he actually picked up that ball as he was standing up. It caught him as much as he caught it. Fortunate.
Curious to know what Coach Carver's thinking right now with regards to, he called the timeout, might have been just to get his team a bit of a breather. I couldn't tell if he was upset with the defensive play. There were 2 shots by Krogan based off broken offense because they are being so intense on the defensive side. Mamaroneck is getting caught out of position here and there, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that last one, it was, I believe Emerson Genovese was on Krogan. It's a size disadvantage.
Right.
But Genovese kind of stepped off the play instead of trying to stay in there and take a charge.
Well, and I think he was probably thinking, I don't want to pick up a foul. I need to be in there in the fourth quarter. We are approaching the fourth quarter. It's just something you sort of have to live with. If you're going to overplay the passing lanes on defense, trying to create havoc, trying to get the turnover, that is sort of the risk you run. Sasha Nambiar back in the game. He gets it into Isaiah Thomas.
Remember in the first half, Nambiar was picking up rebounds like it was his job.
Will
By the way,
Tepedino in the game, I believe, for the first time, Rob.
It's the first time we're seeing Tepedino.
Three-pointer is good from Miles Hawden. Splash from the right baseline.
He's now topped his point total from yesterday. He's at 22.
With a full quarter to play. Thomas hounding party out at the midline. Out to Krogan. Krogan gets it over to Nagel. Drives baseline. Oh, and they call the blocking foul on Sasha Nambiar. That's unfortunate. He had his feet planted. There was just not enough direct contact to get the charge home. So being that, oh, I guess they called that on the shot. Wow, that would have been a continuation if he had sunk that shot. So Nagel at the line for a 2. Down by 3.
They can't tie it on this possession.
Right. Oh, and Nagel leaves it short. Missing the first free throw. Liam Osenfort and Sasha Nambiar underneath for Mamaroneck. Also in the game is Emerson, Genovese, Miles Houghton, and Isaiah Thomas as Nagel sinks the second. Thomas goes coast to coast, lays it up, no good. Nambiar with the rebound, tries to get it to Genovese, but it has it taken away. Nagel into the front court for the Garnets, has Genovese on him, crossover dribble, no good. Oh, and there is the charge that Mamaroneck has been looking for, and Osenfort sends him to the ground. Technical foul on Liam Osenfort.
And that's the right call. You can't do that.
No, but at the same time, I have to say that Nagel was standing on top of Osenfort, and he was just trying to get him off of him. But yes, you cannot shove the guy to the ground.
That will give Rye a chance to tie the game.
No, that will be 1 free throw, right? Does he get 2?
I thought it was 2.
It might be 2. You might be right.
I guess we're about to find out.
I believe it's 2.
Second to 6.
Wait, they called the technical on Miles Houghton.
I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe we'll have a replay.
He rattles that one in, bounces it off the side rim, the backboard, and it falls through. And he sinks the second one to tie it up. So wait, they called that foul on Miles Houghton. That wasn't a charge?
Well, those are definitely technical free throws.
Right, but I thought that that was an offensive foul on Nagel. I'm shocked, Rob. But apparently it was a foul on Miles Houghton, and we will play on. Tie game with 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. Deep 3 from Nagel, and he drains it. He is feeling it now. Three-pointer from Houghton. Splash! Beautiful back and forth action here at Mamaroneck High School. Nagel goes almost to the ground. And he's fouled. Osenfort can't believe that one. And another technical called on Mamaroneck. These refs have had enough. And Rye is now in the bonus.
You know, Coach Carver didn't like that. His hands immediately went up like he spilled the milk.
Technical foul number 33 by Osenfort. Second personal, 8th team foul.
So is this going to be 4 free throws? I believe so.
Well, it would be a 1-and-1 for the bonus.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's 2 free throws on the technical, and then a 1-and-1.
Or was the foul on the shot? So much has happened in the last 30
believe
seconds.
so, yes.
So that would be 2 shots, but they'll take the technical ones first. Mamaroneck can't afford to give up points that way.
Definitely not, and especially to Nagel, their best three-point shooter and free throw shooter. He swishes the first one, nothing but net. Rattles the second one home.
These are the technical foul shots.
Drains the third. ace on the fourth. So it's a 4-point lead now for Rye. You know Nagel's blood is hot. After that foul and technical, he drained a three-pointer from about 24 feet away. And then on the next possession, he was fouled and drained 4 free throws.
And that long three came in between 6 free throws, so at least that'll help cool him off.
And he shoots again from deep. Houghton skies high for the rebound and brings it into the front court. Gets it over to Nambiar. Nambiar to Genovese. Genovese goes in the lane, off the backboard, no good. Nambiar tries for the rebound. And a timeout called by Michael Carver. Rye possession. 25.1 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be back on LMC Varsity Sports. So we got a little bit of clarification on what happened there on that initial technical foul. Miles Houghton is the one who shoved Nagel, got the technical, that wiped out the charging call and gave possession back to Rye.
Because after a technical, the offended team gets possession.
Nagel with the ball. Got to be careful from shooting all the way out there. Now Carty has it, about 30 feet from the hoop. Thomas hounding him. They get the ball over to Kirby. Kirby with the shot. Rolls in and out. And the middle median that holds the curtain stopped that three-quarter court shot of Houghton. So with 0.5 seconds remaining, Rye will have a chance to inbound the ball at half court.
Maybe a chance for a catch and shoot, but a half a second. I don't know too much is going to happen here.
Kirby with the shot. Decreases his shooting percentage for the night as he airballs that one at the buzzer. And the score is 54-40 Rye at the end of 3 quarters. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports.
Rob Moretti, Steve Anastas back for the 4th quarter of the championship game, the 2016 Tiger Tournament. It's Rye up by 4 after a hotly contested 3rd quarter. Hard to believe there's still 8 minutes to play.
We'll see how hot Nagel stays if he and Kirby continue shooting from the outside the way they have. This is going to be a tough victory to grab.
Nagel on a long 3, this one off the front iron. It's taken by Nambiar. I'm sorry, that's Isaiah Thomas. This is Nambiar. Back to Houghton, thought about another 3, pulls it up, puts up the jumper, back iron, no good. Rebound by Egan for Rye. Rye will be in the bonus this entire 4th quarter, 18 fouls on Mamaroneck. Carty dribbles in, dishes Krogan, offensive foul.
He was able to avoid, I believe it was Nambiar, but Assenfort was right behind him, waiting for the secondary charge to be taken. I have to say, Rob, Miles Houghton is such an impressive, athletic player, able to square his body to the hoop on that last shot.
3 from the corner, yes!
And maintain mechanics like that.
I've got Houghton at, is that right, 25 points? Right? No, he's got more than that.
He's 27.
Fouled on the way up was Nagel.
Smart foul by Assenfort. And a hard one at that.
28 for Houghton, by the way.
28. There you go.
Charlie Nagel shooting 2.
That is the kind of night they were going to need from him here. With 6:50 remaining, we could see a 40-point game.
That includes 7 threes, by the way. Nagel makes the first.
32, Julian Puello returns for Mamaroneck.
This Nagel's now made 10 free throws in this game, including all the technical free throws. Game, Tigers down.
I think Nagel's left about 5 free throws off, too.
Isaiah Thomas tied at 55, and I want to break up the home cooking, Steve, but that was about 5 steps.
Yeah. I wasn't going to mention it.
Nagel, Kirby.
Puello playing solid defense against Kirby.
Egan puts up a three, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Mamaroneck ball.
Off of Carty's hands. Good job there by Puello and Genovese.
6:10 to go. All tied up, 55 points apiece. Thomas was fouled on the way.
I think that was Krogan.
By foul on 32, George Kirby.
George
Third
Kirby.
foul on Kirby. And 6 on the team.
Well, with 6:09 remaining, if they can get one more foul on Kirby, that will change the way he plays defense.
One more foul on Mamaroneck, too, would put them in the bonus, matching Rye, although Rye has 19 fouls on Mamaroneck now. They're nearly in the double bonus. That one out of bounds off Rye. Was Nagel in there trying to defend. So they'll do it again. Go up top to Genovese. Thomas defended by Carty. Back to Thomas, thought about a corner three, drives in, puts it up, no good.
It was a good move by Thomas, just not the kind of finish that he needed. Foul was on the floor, good call by the ref. Nice continuation. That in the NBA, that definitely would have been 2 points and a free throw.
Without the foul, it would have been a travel.
Double bonus.
That is true also.
Not in the NBA, though.
No. No, after we saw Carmelo take 7 steps and hit a 3-point shot, I don't think we're going to see another travel called in the NBA.
So Nagel will have 2, and there's 1.
Timeout, Mamaroneck.
So Coach Carver wants a timeout. We'll have Nagel's second free throw when we get back. 56-55 Rye. Stick around, this one's gonna have a nice finish. After that Mamaroneck timeout, maybe trying to ice the kicker a little bit. Nagel makes it.
Ineffective there. Now it's interesting, Rob, we talked about the depth of the Mamaroneck team, but they really have shortened the rotation in this game.
Thomas drives in, dishes. Puello too strong. Rebound by Nagel. Rye with a 2-point lead, still almost 5.5 minutes to play. Across to Carty. Couple steps, puts it up. Counts the basket and he'll shoot.
Ossenfort was moving there underneath Carty as he drove the lane.
That is his 5th personal foul.
Oh, and Ossenfort has to take a seat.
He's finished. That makes 5. So we'll have to change out the big men. Like Henry Bruce is going to check back in. He only had 1 or 2 personal fouls than Bruce, so see him get a lot of time now. Meanwhile, Carty to try to finish a 3-point play. That would make it a 5-point lead if he can convert. And he does. Thomas brings it up. Drives in, trying to make the adjustment, and a foul on the rebound attempt. It's, I believe, against Bruce.
Bruce and Puello had no offensive rebounding position on that drive by Houghton, which is unfortunate because Bruce then committing that loose ball foul over the back puts them at the line for 2. And worse than that, it's Nagel.
He's made a ton of free throws already. He makes another.
This double bonus situation could spell doom for Mamaroneck. They're going to have to watch their physicality from here on out.
Finally misses one. It's a 6-point lead for Rye. Houghton dishes back out. Coelho puts up a three, it's off. Krogan with the rebound. Cardi, defended by Thomas. Now it's Nagel. Back to Nagel, long three, drains it. 9-point lead for Rye, they're coming on late.
Well, that puts them in the bonus, Rob, and now they'll be shooting 1-1, which is exactly what Mamaroneck needs. Unfortunately, with Rye in the double bonus, they're going to have to rely on some strong defense and some misses by Nagel and the outside shooting of Rye.
Houghton makes the first half of the 1-1, so he'll get another. Makes it.
7-point game with 4:15 remaining, Rob.
That last one gave Miles an even 30 points.
He's going to need 40 if they're going to win this game.
Trailing by 7 now is Mamaroneck. Kirby, another three. This one is off. Rebound is loose. Still loose, and Houghton has it. Leaves everyone in the dust, loses the ball, gets tripped. And that's a foul.
Kirby there sends Houghton back to the line. Good aggressive defense by Kirby, but unfortunately you cannot just dive at the feet of the offensive player.
Right, Coach John Aguilar thinks maybe you can. He's not happy with the call. Another 1-1 for Houghton.
I do have to admit that if they did not call that, I think that would have been a good non-call. But as Mamaroneck broadcasters, I think we can be happy with that call.
Misses the first, so that's it for the free throws. Dish to Krogan, no foul, no friendly roll, ball loose. Bruce dives on it. Tigers will settle it down. A shot gets fouled, and he'll shoot two.
So now they're at 9 team fouls. One more, and they'll be in the double bonus with 3:24 remaining. And he's shooting 2 free throws anyway.
So they're essentially in even foul status now because the next foul against Mamaroneck will be the 10th.
He's got to sink these free throws, Rob.
Free throws will win and lose you ball games. Right now, Mamaroneck needs to get back into one with some free throws.
My apologies for the classic color commentator, stereotypical color commentator, obvious call. He's got to hit these free throws. And
5-point game. Nagel brings it up. He's in his range. This one's off. Rebound by Krogan. Dish to the middle, ball loose. Nagel couldn't save it, ends up in the third row.
It was a good dish by Krogan, but Nagel just couldn't hold on to it. And that was a beautiful hesitation dribble to open up the three-point attempt, too.
Tigers trailing by 5, 3 minutes to play. Dish to Thomas, three is blocked and picked up by Cardi. The other way it goes. Three-pointer Nagel, no good. Rebound Genovese. Tigers will try again. Houghton is fouled, no shot. But it is the 10th foul, so double bonus. It doesn't matter there was no shot.
Right.
Well, actually, it would have been three shots if it was a shot.
Interesting that the red-hot Nagel gets the most open three that he's had all night, and he can't sink it. That really would have spelled trouble for Mamaroneck.
Houghton makes the first. It's a 4-point game.
So Mamaroneck has been able to withstand the onslaught of the Garnets. And it's still now just a 3-point game with 2:43 remaining.
Tigers had trailed by 9 at one point. They're able to get 6 of them back. Nagel inside, Krogan. It rolls out.
That was a foul on Krogan. I'm surprised they didn't call that. They've let it go a little bit here in the last minutes.
Genovese, long 2, and 1. Genovese will get a free throw to try to tie the game.
Gorgeous baseline jumper from Emerson. Genovese able to withstand the contact and still sky a high arcing baseline jumper into the hoop. And Kirby's out.
That's big for Rye. They lose one of their best shooters, one of their best physical presences as well. The timeout on the court. Mamaroneck trailing by 1. They'll have 1 free throw coming up to tie it. 2:15 to play. Make sure you stick around on LMC Varsity Sports. So as we mentioned, Genovese with 1 free throw, try to finish a 3-point play and tie the game. And he will do so. 64 all, 2:10 to play.
Mamaroneck picking up full court pressure. Genovese with a good job on defense, but Hardy able to slide that one in off the glass.
Thomas pulls up. Genovese, Tigers back down 2. Houghton. Back to Thomas, drives in, dishes. Coelho from the corner is short. Rebound comes back to Thomas and a fresh shot clock. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Krogan. Rye with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Nagel. Drives in, dishes, ball loose, picked up by Coelho.
Great job of defense by the Tigers on that possession.
Genovese puts it up, tie the game at 66.
Genovese. The score is tied at 66 all.
1 minute to go and we're tied. Cardi drives in, dishes. Nagel puts up a 3, it's off. Krogan tips around the rebound, Rye gets it back. A 3 for Cardi, no good. Emerson Genovese with the rebound.
40 seconds remaining, tie game.
Houghton to Thomas. Tigers will drain the clock down a little bit. Still playing to
Mamaroneck with
shoot.
2 timeouts left.
Thomas gets in, it rolls out. Rebound loose, picked up by Rye.
The shot clock
No
is
shot
off.
clock. So Rye can hold for the last shot, try to win, and at worst go to overtime. Timeout Rye. 11 and a half seconds to play. And Steve, really, the entire playbook is open here for Rye because at worst they'll go to overtime.
Except for pass it to Kirby.
Well, that's not an option because he fouled out.
Right, so George Kirby, one of their best long-distance shooters and strongest offensive players, is not in the game. I have to assume the ball will be in the hands of Charlie Nagel, and he will try and find Mark Krogan if he has no shot himself. I gotta tell you, Rob, this is what you dream about. All throughout your childhood, you imagine 11 seconds left, tie game, you have possession of the ball. What are you gonna do?
Well, I guess we'll find out soon what Rye's going to do. And from Mamaroneck, how do you defend a situation like this?
Well, I think, first of all, you have to push Nagel left. You can't let him get that dribble right because that's how he seems a little bit more comfortable shooting the ball. I think you've got to try and get it out of his hands as well, but you can't let Krogan get free underneath because he's been pretty automatic underneath the basket.
Another problem is if you're Mamaroneck you can't foul.
Right.
Fouling is not an option. You cannot put Rye at the line in a tie game with 10 seconds to go. So here we go.
Egan, Monahan, Carty, Nagel,
We've
and
got dueling
Krogan.
timeouts.
Mamaroneck.
We'll step aside for this one, and we've said all there is to say, Steve, until something else happens in this game.
30-second timeout.
66 all, 11 and a half to play. We'll be right back with the thrilling conclusion on LMC-TV. So now here we go. Nobody can call a timeout now until something happens. Defense chant from the student section. Inbound to Carter. 10 to play. Nagel. No foul. Tigers have the ball. Is that a jump ball?
Mamaroneck possession, 1.3 left, Rob.
And that's about as well as that could have gone if you're Mamaroneck.
Aguilar and the whole Rye cheering section and bench was looking for a three-shot foul called, but Houghton went straight up, verticality, and Nagel jumped into him, trying to initiate the contact. So a foul was called.
Coelho was fouled at the end of that play, and he's going to have 2 chances to win this game from Mamaroneck.
Amazing turn of events here, Rob.
Here's the first. No good.
All right, Coelho just needs to calm down and breathe.
He's hit a couple threes. This is easier. Second shot. No good. We will go to overtime. And why not?
At the end of regulation time.
For a game like this to have to play some extra basketball. Free basketball, everyone, on free TV.
Let's do it. The teams will get a short break. They'll try to break the tie with a 4-minute period next on LMC Varsity Sports. Yeah, better stick around. Well, we played 32 minutes. Doesn't matter. We're going to tip it off again.
Michael Carty, number 11, the point guard, has 4 fouls. 1 more foul and he's out. And both teams remain in the double bonus.
Okay, so it matters a little bit. All tied up at 66 as we head to the overtime. Tigers win the 10. Genovese. Out to Thomas. Puts up a 3, too long. And it goes out of bounds off the hands of Max Sandberg.
The shot clock does not reset on the air ball, but with the 35-second clock, that doesn't really matter. There's still 20 left.
And
Plenty of time.
we should make a note, since this is a tournament, if they're tied at the end of the overtime period, they will play another.
Right.
Inbound to Bruce. Back to Thomas. Houghton puts up a 3. Yes!
He may just get to 40 after all, Rob.
That makes 37. Carty. Krogan. Sandberg. Back to Nagel. Nagel drives. Puts it up. And he's fouled.
Coelho was looking for the charge there. It was close, but he was moving a little bit. Only his second.
Second foul on Coelho.
So Nagel a chance here to at least narrow the deficit. 69-66, the score now in favor of the Tigers. And it wins out.
Not a good time to have one rattle in and out on you, Rob. He may be feeling it a little bit. He short-armed one earlier in the game.
He's also made a ton of them, and he makes this one. The Tigers up 2. Still 3:15 to go in the overtime period. Houghton drives drives in. Back out to Genovese, 20 to shoot. Genovese dishes to Thomas. He puts up a three, no good.
I think Rye was employing a triangle and double team on Houghton there. Or the triangle and two instead of the box and one.
This is Egan. Sandberg drives in, puts it up. Yes. And we're tied at 69.
Sandberg.
Thomas has it tipped. Fly ball.
Not a smart pass by Thomas there, looking for Houghton too quickly. He should have kept it and shot it.
3-point, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Who's it off of? Tiger ball.
Good hustle play by Henry Bruce there. Going after the ball, a little sloppy, but it ends up off the hands of Max Sandberg.
2 minutes to go. We're halfway through the overtime. Nothing's been settled yet. We're still tied.
Another turnover from Thomas.
So Nagel settle it down. A pick. Nagel puts it up. Foul and one.
Basket is good. Basket scored by Charlie Nagel. The Mamaroneck foul. Number 12, Isaiah Thomas, his second. Charlie Nagel, one shot.
So Nagel going to the three-point play. No good. Tigers trail by 2, 90 seconds left.
Ball is in the hands of the player they want.
Puelo throws it wide, saved by Genovese. Genovese drives in, puts it up, fouled. He'll have 2 shots to try to tie it.
A minute 20 remaining, down by 2. Genovese at the line for 2.
Personal foul number 52, Mark Krogan, second personal.
Only Krogan's second foul. With all the physicality, you would think the center would have picked up a couple more than that.
That is actually amazing. Genovese nothing but net on the first.
Genovese has come up with catch after catch in football, and now free throw after free throw. Ice in his veins.
2 for 2, we're tied back up. 71 apiece, 1:20 to play. This is Nagel taking it across the timeline. Nagel almost lost a handle on it. Throws it into the crowd. Tigers ball.
Tie game, 1:04 left. Rob, this is scintillating action here at Mamaroneck High School. Genovese saw his opportunity, pressured the ball, and able to get the turnover.
Genovese tries a three. Just missed. And a foul on the play against Henry Bruce. That'll send Rye to the line for 2.
Good aggressiveness from Bruce. Bad decision there. Krogan had position. Just swiping at it there was not going to accomplish much, if anything, and now Krogan's at the line for 2.
Krogan is 1 for 4 today from the line. He makes the first to break the tie.
Sinks them both. 2-point lead. Isaiah Thomas has got to protect the ball.
Under a minute to go. Thomas inside to Bruce. Back out. Puelo puts up a 3 for the lead. No good. Rebound, loose.
Travel.
And it's a travel.
And you know that the Rye fans are furious at that call because there was a travel in the same way on Mamaroneck earlier in the game, not called.
You've got to be really careful with how you move the ball when you pick it up from a seated position.
He rolled over, and that is considered traveling. You've got to stay on your belly.
I'm going to talk it over here.
Well, they're trying to dry off a wet spot from him being on the ground all sweaty like.
Love the detail, Steve.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here to provide.
So it'll be a Tiger possession, 42.3 to play. Still a 7-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Tigers want a timeout.
Smart call by Coach Carver. Settle things down a little, make sure that you execute the kind of play that you want here. You do have an opportunity to retain the shot clock in Rye's possession, but what's more important is to get a good shot.
Tigers a chance to tie the game here, perhaps take a lead with a 3. 42 seconds left. Inbound comes to Genovese, who needs to get up. Puts up the shot, and we're tied.
What did I tell you, Rob? Ice in his veins.
That was about a 1-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Rye in a similar situation that they were in at the end of regulation. The worst thing that could happen is they send the game to double overtime.
Expect a pick coming from Krogan. They're going to dribble the clock all the way down.
Down to 10 seconds. Nagel puts up a 3. No good. Rebound. No foul. Out of bounds. It will be a Rye ball. With 3 seconds. Well, that should reset. Timeout Rye.
He has no timeouts. That could be a technical call. Technical foul.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh, they must have given him an extra for overtime.
They're
The
giving it to
scoreboard had to be incorrect then.
73 all. Rye will have the ball. 3.9 seconds left.
Y'all ready for this?
And that 3 didn't hit the rim, did it?
No, it did not. So there's 3 seconds left on the clock. Great defensive effort there from Houghton, and I couldn't tell who the other player was with him, but to be able to come up, it might have been Puelo, to be able to come up with that block and not commit the foul under the basket there. It's just a shame that Mamaroneck couldn't come up with that rebound. They would have had about 4.5 seconds left and possession of the ball. Able to call a timeout. But as it stands, Mamaroneck will be on defense. Rye will look to get the ball to Nagel or Krogan underneath.
And it's really a catch-and-shoot situation. Maybe you have time to pass it once if you don't like the shot, but it's going to happen quickly for Rye.
Coach Aguilar is talking to the official all the way onto the court underneath the basket. I'm curious what he had to say there. Puelo will pressure the inbound.
Inbounder is Egan. 3 seconds on the shot clock, 3.9 in the game clock. Tied at 73 in the championship game of the Tiger tournament. Inbound to Krogan. He puts it up. No good!
No,
There's still 0.4 seconds on the game clock.
the shot clock is the buzzer that we heard.
Correct.
But the ball did hit the rim. Mamaroneck got possession.
Right, so
I
that game
guess,
clock should have ran out.
is it a... No, they have to. That's the end of the first overtime, right?
With the score remaining tied at 73.
How about that? We're going to play another 4 minutes. Tournament style. They'll keep going all night if they need to. We'll be back with double overtime next on LMC-TV. So we've played 36 minutes, and it still doesn't matter. Double overtime underway. This tip won by Rye. This is Nagel, puts up a quick 3. It's short. Boxing out was Bruce.
Double bonus still in effect. So Bruce will be at the line for 2.
What a quick call out to the MHS Varsity Sport Twitter feed, The Jungle, at the end of the first overtime, they tweeted, "If you miss this game, seriously reconsider your life choices." I'd like to add, but thank you for watching it on LMC-TV.
Right.
Bruce makes the first, how about this, his first point of the game. Comes 7 seconds into double overtime.
At a better time.
Makes them both.
He lays that on the flat part of the rim and sticks it in, sort of forces that ball in, if you will.
This is Nagel. Riccardi. 75-73 Mamaroneck. Pass inside, Krogan lost it, throws it away, Tiger ball. We want to remind our viewers, A, that Mamaroneck once trailed by 9 points in the fourth quarter of this game, and B, that they have not won their home tournament since 2012.
Things are starting to come apart a little bit for Rye without Kirby on the floor.
Houghton puts up a three, no good back iron, rebound by Carty, able to come away with it. He'll slow it down.
Genovese out on Nagel.
Garnets trail by 2. Thrown into the corner, 3-point, in and out by Egan. Offensive rebound, another try, no good from Nagel. Tigers with the rebound, it's Thomas. Through traffic, Thomas, no shot, but he'll shoot 2.
That would have been a spectacular continuation shot if it had counted, but it didn't even go in. So Thomas now at the line for 2 to extend it to a 4-point lead potentially. 2:48 remaining in double OT.
Thomas makes the first.
Rattles that one home. They haven't been pretty free throws, but all they have to do is find the bottom of the net eventually.
Thomas 2 for 2.
Isaiah Thomas redeeming himself in the past few possessions and opportunities he's had after some misplay in the last minute of the fourth quarter.
This is Egan. Back up to Carty. Sandberg almost slipped. Nagel inside Krogan. No travel, no bucket, and a foul.
It definitely looked like he took a step there before he put the ball on the ground, which is against the rules.
Henry Bruce with his 4th foul. I believe he had 1 in regulation.
Right. 2 shots. That's correct.
Making the most out of what he's allowed.
He has played valiantly in place of Ossenfort, who fouled out in the fourth quarter, I believe.
Krogan misses the first. And if Bruce were to foul out, they'd probably be down to Christian Pinson as a big man.
Or Sasha Nambiar.
That's correct. Krogan's second, yes. Tigers leading by 3, 2:20 to go, double overtime. It has been a classic here in the Palmer Gym. Thomas swings right.
Great poise there by the Tigers.
Thomas was looking for Bruce, could not connect.
And as quickly as I say that, they turn it over. A smart play by Thomas, but Bruce was not looking for the ball.
As soon as he decided to throw it, Bruce had cut in towards the basket.
Expecting the shot, going for the offensive rebound.
So Rye with a chance to tie it on a 3. Carty.
Thomas hounding Carty out at the midline.
Even taken away by Genovese, and he's free. Lost it momentarily, might have to settle it down.
Nice sportsmanship there by Coach Carver and Coach Friedman. Helping up Carty, who dove for that loose ball. Good job by Genovese stealing that ball and getting into the front court. Unfortunately, he lost control getting by Carty initially.
Inbound is the Hawk. He's double teamed. Gets it to Thomas. 90 seconds left in double overtime.
3-point lead for Mamaroneck here. They want to look to burn this clock down and score.
Genovese. Somewhere to go, gets it to Genovese. 8 to shoot, back out. Thomas, 5 to shoot, puts it up.
Isaiah Thomas! Beautiful shot! What a play! Taking the contact and laying up the teardrop.
Second personal.
A 5-point lead could become 6 with a minute 08 to play, Rob.
That would be huge. Huge for Mamaroneck. 5-point lead already puts them in good position. Thomas can't nail it. 79-74 the score. Carty, guarded closely by Thomas. Kicked out by Genovese, it'll stay with Rock.
Will that reset the shot clock?
I don't believe so. There's no change in possession.
I haven't seen them call for the shot clock to be reset, but that definitely went off his foot. But if it's inadvertently off your foot, that is not.
They didn't make the signal for a kick ball, so I think that's a little different. Shot clock down now to 25. It's Nagel, baseline, foul.
He definitely dragged his pivot foot there, but the question is, was he fouled before he did that or not?
He will shoot 2 regardless.
Third personal. Charlie Nagel shooting 2.
These are 2 big shots. If Nagel can nail both, it'll be a 3-point game.
One thing Mamaroneck did not want to have happen is points on the board with the clock stopped. 19-second difference. He misses again. Their best free throw shooter has gone 1 for 2 from the line, I believe the past 3 times.
Thomas foul.
So that stops the clock for Rye. It might seem like an ill-advised steal attempt by Nagel, but it does stop the clock. As long as Thomas can hit these free throws, that will make them pay for their decision.
And there's 35.9 left, so essentially 1 shot clock left in double overtime. And Thomas makes the first.
Pure.
When was the last time the Tigers scored 80 points in a game? Makes them both.
Clutch shooting from Isaiah Thomas.
Brogan gets it to Nagel. Puts up the 3, foul called. And Nagel will get 3 free throws.
Unlike in regulation, where he tried to create that contact, there he waited for Genovese to come at him, and that is a correct call.
That's his 4th personal.
But still, it is a 6-point game, and the shot clock is off.
Charlie Nagel shooting 2.
Well, now they say shooting 2. The ref signal 2 is his foot on the line. He makes the first.
Oh, correction. He was shooting 2 free throws, not 3. His foot must have been on the line, as you said.
Hopefully we have a replay angle to show you conclusively. If not, we'll just take the official's word for it. Nagel makes them both, and immediately a timeout by Rye.
Timeout, Rye.
4-point game, 28.4 to play. Tigers probably about to head back to the line after they inbound it. What a game it's been in the championship game of the 2016 Tiger Tournament. Mamaroneck High School full court press, and they'll probably foul immediately. Houghton trying to avoid that. He does take the foul.
The ref had a little bit something to say to number 14, Max Sandberg. I'm not sure if he was talking trash or complaining to the refs about the call. Either way, the ref did not want to hear anymore.
I've heard a lot. Played over 40 minutes. Well, it'll be 40 minutes at the end of this period.
Egan has fouled out.
Mark Hogan replaces Brett Egan.
So Zach Sandberg.
Also in the game for Ron.
Have to imagine that is the junior-aged brother of the sophomore Max Sandberg.
Houghton makes the first. That's 38 for Miles. Just to make it a 7-point lead, yes. Timeout Mamaroneck.
Timeout Mamaroneck.
24 seconds to play. Rye is going to have to get real hot from beyond the arc, real fast. So now Mamaroneck in a full court press.
Try and take up as much time as possible. Possibly get a turnover in the broken action.
Swatted out of bounds.
Great job
Clock never
by
even
Puello.
started.
Well, technically about a couple tenths of a second should have come off the clock. See?
It's tied up. He's out of bounds. Tiger ball.
Fantastic defense by Miles Houghton, doing it at both ends of the court.
That one's swatted away by Max Sandberg, so they'll unbound it again. They'll just take it from the other side of Mamaroneck. Long inbound to Genovese, and now he's fouled a couple times before he got the call. And Genovese at the line.
By foul number 14, Max Sandberg.
How many does he have? Approaching 20. No, he's in the teens, right?
That is correct. He's got 15 right now. He's got 16. Tigers hitting some free throws late to ice this game. Right on cue, Genovese misses one. Broadcaster's jinx.
Smart by Houghton not committing the loose ball foul on that rebound.
Sandberg for 3, no. Rebound put up and in for 2
Zach Sandberg.
by Zach Sandberg and a timeout. I'm sorry, a foul.
By foul number 11.
5-point game with 5.5 remaining and Miles Houghton at the line.
Personal foul.
I have to imagine that this game is wrapped up. Mamaroneck has to be thrilled with the way they persevered and withstood that 9-point deficit, got it back to tie, got a lead. They lost that lead, ended up going into overtime, but they hung on and played like champions.
Houghton makes the first.
Fitting that Miles Houghton reaches the 40-point mark. Let's see if he can break that barrier.
No.
I had to say it.
Steve,
didn't I?
you said before the game Miles had to score 40 points for Mamaroneck to win. Miles Houghton scored 40 points.
That's in the game. The final score.
Since 2012 and won.
Mamaroneck High School 85, Rye High School.
Spectacular
79.
effort from the Mamaroneck Tigers varsity basketball
Got a
squad.
great hand for both of these teams.
Impressive play by both teams. Mamaroneck comes out on top. What a game.
That was one for the ages. They'll talk about that one for years. Two teams going at it for 40 minutes. And in the end, Mamaroneck pulls away in double overtime. They did trail by 9 in the fourth quarter, so tremendous job by them late in this one.
Coach Carver has to be so proud of his players
Ladies and gentlemen,
and
please stay
everyone
on the
that
court.
contributed
We will
to
have
this
an awards
victory.
presentation in just a moment.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say about his team.
Cooperation, stay with us.
We'll talk to him. We'll grab a player as well. But first,
Stay with us for
we're
a
going to
few
stay
moments.
here and check out the awards
Stay on the
presentation
court.
into this one. All tournament team, tournament MVP. I wonder who that might be. All coming up next.
No, you don't. We know who it's going to be. There is not a question in the world of who is the MVP.
That's all coming up next on LMC Varsity Sports.
Coach Jim Codespoti will conduct our awards presentation. First, we have the runner-up trophy. Let's have a great hand for Rye High School on an outstanding effort here this evening. Congratulations to the Gornets, a second place, our runner-up trophy. And now the championship trophy for the Mamaroneck Tigers. Congratulations. Come on up and get your hardware, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, our all-tournament team. We have two members on the all-tournament team from Rye High School. First of all, Mark Krogan. Congratulations, Mark. And also from Rye High School, scoring 34 points tonight in the championship game, Charlie Nagel. Congratulations, Charlie. Tournament team from Mamaroneck. 16 points tonight, Emerson Genovese. And our most valuable player. He scored 40 points tonight from Mamaroneck High School, Miles Houghton. Congratulations. And a great effort, number 3.
So we're here with all tournament team and defensive stalwart Emerson Genovese. Emerson, a fantastic finale, a fantastic defensive effort and offensive effort for you too. Just talk about how you feel about this game.
Well, this is probably one of the best games I've ever been a part of in any sport I've ever played. Double overtime, getting to pull out a win is something you always dream about. Charlie on the other team, he's a very good player. He's very tough, very quick, great shot. It just, I had to do my best, had to work the entire game. I'm just ecstatic. I'm still on cloud 9 right now.
We've talked a lot about over the years the stamina and the athleticism and the hard work that you put into becoming the athlete that you are. You talk about that this is the most exciting game. You've had some really exciting football efforts, which is incredibly draining. In this particular game, having to play defense on Charlie Nagel and carry the offensive load along with Miles, just talk about how difficult that is and how all the hard work pays off.
Well, this is by far, when the final buzzer, I've never been this tired in my life. This is a complete effort. It's a team effort. It's not just me and Miles when it comes to offense, but just having to, knowing what you have to do and picking your spots is the best part. And you can't really take any possessions off on defense, but on offense, I'm able to, because Miles is such a great scorer, I'm able to take a possession off, maybe just stand in the corner, spot up. So that really helps me. So really, I don't even know what to tell you. It's just, this is just crazy. This is a great game.
Charlie had an incredible handle. He was able to put some moves on you. Your ability to recover was impressive, but he really was shooting the lights out tonight.
Yeah, it honestly, it helps because in practice, we split up the teams and I'm always guarding Miles. So being able to practice against him, and Miles can do whatever he wants on the basketball court. So that really helps me when it comes to the game, when I have to lock up the best offensive player. Just that kind of competition every single day, it helps me a lot.
Back on the postgame show, joined now by Tigers coach Tyrone Carver. Coach, congratulations on the win. First question, you were down 6 points at the half. You were down at 1 point in the fourth quarter by 9. How was the team able to rally back from those deficits to then go on and force overtime?
We constantly talking about fighting through adversity, embracing the grind. It's going to happen. We're going to have some down moments. We're going to have some up moments, and we just got to fight through. I thought that we were kind of careless offensively a little bit there, and a little bit defensively. But we fought back, had some players make some big-time plays and big-time moments.
Talking about big-time players, your tournament MVP, I don't know if there's ever been a player more fitting for a title like that. 60 points between the two games, 40 tonight, the dunk, a bunch of threes tonight. What a weekend it's been for Miles Houghton. How great of a player is that to have on your team?
It's unbelievable to have someone with the athleticism, the skill set, like Miles Houghton. He's a special player, and he rose to the occasion. He rose to the occasion this weekend without a doubt.
Finally, it's been a bit of an up and down season, but now you're back to 6-7 after opening the weekend 4-7. How much could a big win like this help catapult you for the rest of the season?
We have a young team, so we took a lot of bumps in the road, and I like to think that we're starting to play one of some of our best basketball right now, and we told them that the season is a marathon, it's not a sprint, and I think we're starting to find the right pieces, and we're just looking to keep going.
Back one more time to wrap up an 85-79 victory by the Mamaroneck Tigers in double overtime, Steve, in the finals of the Tiger Tournament for 2016. What a game that was. Swings, ups and downs, calls, technical fouls, you name it, it was in this game.
The physicality to start the game by Mamaroneck peaked with a technical foul by Miles Houghton. However, they were able to harness that energy, maintain their composure, come back from a deficit in the fourth quarter, tie it up, take the lead, lose that lead, end up in overtime, and persevere. What a performance by the Tigers. Incredible.
Miles Houghton, as we said before, 40 points tonight. But a lot of the, like we said in the open, the secondary players having to step up, and you saw that. Emerson and Isaiah Thomas for two examples,
and Puelo and Bruce and Osenfort, all of these players having to perform in the moment that they have the ball, that the ball is in front of them and they've got to defend. When you have someone dominating the scoring so much, you have a natural tendency to slouch off just a little bit, to be able to maintain that level of intensity and focus so that when the moment is yours, you're able to come through is nearly as impressive as scoring 40 points in a high school basketball game.
And finally, maybe Coach Carver saying, well, we're playing some good basketball now. But
understatement of the season.
But you look at how this game could have impacted Mamaroneck's outlook on the rest of the season. If they lose this game, they would have been 5-8. Instead, they're 6-7, a game below 500. They've got some league games coming up. Some of them winnable, some of them against Mount Vernon. But right. Point being, definitely a way to help positively impact the Tigers' outlook for the rest of the season.
It's moments within games like this and games like this that serve as the catalyst to propel you forward into a successful season where it otherwise might have been a mediocre season. So for Mamaroneck to be able to try and harness the energy that comes off of a victory like this, you heard Emerson Genovese talk about he's never been in a game like this, that he's never been as exhausted as this. When you reach a peak like this, you have the ability to now realize anything is possible. Any team can be beaten if you play with the togetherness and chemistry that they were able to display in a game like this tonight.
Once again, the final 85-79, Mamaroneck over Rye in double overtime. The CEO of LMC-TV is Eric Lewis. The COO is Matt Sullivan. The community sports producer is me, Rob Moretti. Camera crew tonight, slogging through the double overtime. Right. Ray Marzalek, Alex Newman, BJ Persampiri, and one more time alongside Steve Anastas. I'm Rob Moretti saying thanks for watching all weekend long on LMC Varsity Sports.